amazing and so mesmerizing, and it is actually one of the hardest tricks to perform as well as teach. But today I am going to be performing and teaching it for you. So if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers, and that is one of the reasons I'm doing this extra special video, in the hope that we can get to 5,000 subscribers by next Magic Monday, as I have a very, very special Magic Monday planned for my 5,000 subscribers. So if we can get that by this Monday, that would be absolutely incredible. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Now, before I get into the performance for this amazing trick, a couple things I want to say. Firstly, I cannot take credit for this trick. I actually learned it from 52 Cards on YouTube. He has a performance and tutorial for this trick as well, but I thought it was so great that I want to perform it as well. Last thing, I also want to apologize for this little, well, slightly big band-aid or plaster on my hand. I sadly cut my hand pretty badly and it needs to be covered. So apologies about that. Hopefully you guys will bear with me and just try to ignore it. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on to the performance of the best card trick in the world. So for this trick, I will be needing a complete standard deck of playing cards that comes with all 52 different playing cards. I will not be needing the 2 jokers, so I'll set them aside. In fact, this trick is all about the 2 different colors in a deck of cards. Of course, we have the red cards, and we also have the black cards. For those who do not know, the red cards make up the hearts and the diamonds of a deck of cards, and the black cards make up the clubs and the spades, respectively. So as I said, we need both colors to be separated for this trick, and reason being is we are going to put these packets into their 2 piles, like so, the red pile and the black pile, and we're going to give each pile a bit of a confusing shuffle, and I'll start with the black cards to show you what I mean. In fact, the way we're doing this shuffle is I'm going to split the packet in roughly a half, and we're going to shuffle face down into face up cards, which will create, as you would assume, a bit of a mess. Allow me to do so. Like so. And I will push these cards together, and we'll give it one more. Again, face down into face up. Like so. And let's move on. I'll pop them over there. Let's move on to the red cards. Again, I'll split them in roughly half, and we'll shuffle face down into face up. Like so. And I'll complete the shuffle, and we'll do it one more time. Like so. Now the last step for these two packets of cards is I'm going to take the top card of each pile. In the black cards case, it is the 5 of clubs, and I'm going to deal it to the bottom. In the red pile case, it is the 3 of hearts, which will be dealt to the bottom. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you about this trick is it's a bit of a time-traveling trick. You'll see, when I snap my fingers, the trick actually goes back in time 15 seconds. Watch. We just went back in time 15 seconds and I'll prove it to you. Remember that 3 of hearts that was on the top? Well, it's now back on top of the red cards. And what was it before? Was it the 5 of clubs or the 6 of clubs? I can't quite remember, but you'll see it has also jumped back up to the top. In fact, let's go back another 15 seconds. And as you'll see, all the cards are now facing the same way from this packet. Another 15. And all the cards are back facing the same way from this packet. Both packets are now facing the same way. And if I go back 15, 30, 45 and 1 whole minute, right back to the start of the trick, you will see all we are left with is a completely shuffled deck of cards. Let's get on to the tutorial for this impossible card trick. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that performance. A pretty crazy trick as you can see, and I'm going to try my hardest today to teach you how that trick is done. For reasons you'll see in a wee moment, the camera angle had to be the way it was for that trick, but we're back to here now for the tutorial. It just makes it slightly easier for me to teach you from this angle, but to perform it from the other angle. So let's get into the tutorial for this trick. Now for this trick, it is true you do need the entire deck of cards. Well, somewhat. It just makes the video seem, or the trick seem more believable. You do not need the 2 jokers. You just need all the red cards and all the black cards for this trick. Now I'm going to sort of teach you it as I perform it. So let's get into what these steps are for this trick. So there are a few difficult moves. You may have actually noticed some throughout the trick, and if you did, I can apologize. I'm struggling to do some moves with my injury, but excuses. Right, let's just get into what you need to do. So the first step is you do genuinely separate the red cards from the black cards. Now you can do this in any way you want. You can out-jog the cards and take them out. I just take them out this way for the video, just to give myself time to explain why I'm doing this. You can ramble on about how there's 2 colours in a deck, just keep your audience entertained. Explain that the red cards make up the hearts and the diamonds, the blacks make up the spades and the clubs, and so on and so on. But try your hardest to get this done nice and quick. You don't want to bore your spectators. And once you've got them in their 2 piles of red cards and black cards, you say to them that we have split them into their 2 packets. And as you come to square up the deck, you want to eyeball roughly a quarter of the deck. So this would be half of the cards that are on the bottom half of the deck when face up. So a quarter of the deck, or half of that for me, would be about the 2 of hearts, the jack of hearts. So note where that is. I'm going to go with the jack of hearts. And as you come to square up the deck, you just want to out-jog that card a wee bit. So again, once it's spread out, you say we've got the red cards and the black cards. You look where about a quarter of the deck is, and as you square it up, you out-jog one of those cards ever so slightly. And that is, you want to get a break right under where that is. And this is because we are going we want to do is get into the situation where we have one colour sandwiched between the other colour, roughly half, half, and then the other colour. So, let me show you that again. The way I do it in the trick is pretty obvious because I'm not very good at it, but I like to just bring it to my side or bring it to my chest as I do it, just to make it slightly easier for myself. But you want to outjog this card, as it's going to allow you to get a break at where it is. And the way the pass is done is you're going to turn the deck over and allow this to drop and go right underneath like that. It's quite difficult to do. There's plenty of tutorials out there on how to do it. My best advice is once you've got it, you're just going to take this portion, bring it to your chest, sort of tilt it down, and you're going to turn over the deck, and as you do it, just drop this packet and hide it behind the deck and turn it over like so. It's quite difficult to do. There's many other ways you can do this, but that's just the way I'd recommend. And then you quickly take the deck, cut it in half, and say you've got the red deck, the red cards, and the black cards. And doing that quickly will allow you time to sort of cover up the fact that you just did that very obvious but difficult move. Next, the shuffle portion of the trick. Now this shuffle is very important you get this right. It's quite difficult to do, and I'll try my hardest to explain it to you. So the spectator thinks we have red cards and black cards. Obviously the situation we have is half black, half red, and then half red, half black over here. But you want to keep stating that these are the red cards. And this next move we're going to do is a false shuffle. Well, the first shuffle is false, but the second is actually a genuine shuffle. And this false shuffle is called the sorrow shuffle. You can find plenty of tutorials on YouTube, but I'll try my hardest to explain it right now. We are going to dribble down the cards towards ourselves, saying that we are finding roughly half the packet, but what we are actually doing is allowing this hand to cover the fact that these cards are actually black. And we're going to keep going until we get to the first red card, and then we're going to drop off 2 more red cards, and we pull this out, and we flip over this packet on the right, and say that we are going to shuffle face up into face down. This packet here is all black cards except from 3 red cards on top. So this one's face down. We square them both up and flip them one more time. Now you want to be careful not to do what I did there and flash those black cards. You want to keep the packets nice and tight as you flip them over. And they will think that these are red cards because there's a couple red cards on top, so it's okay if you flash the top ones. Anyway, square them up, and you're going to give them the sorrow shuffle, and this is the fake riffle shuffle. And the way this works is you want to do a very tight shuffle, and the reason being is you don't want to show them that you've got black cards. So you want to do this shuffle towards yourself, and we're going to do the riffle shuffle as standard, but you want to keep going until you get 2 cards left in this packet, and you want to drop them on the top like so. So the situation we have is this, sort of at an angle, all mixed there, apart from the 2 cards on top. Then what we're going to do is push the top cards of each packet forward, and then turn the packets sideways or horizontal. And what this will do is it will allow the packets to separate. The way this works is once we've got the 2 cards on top, we push them forward, and as we turn them, you can see they separate like this. And we have this situation, we have that packet there, this card kind of in between, and these cards kind of in between as well. And all we do is we lift up on this packet using these 2 cards as a shield, and we just place this packet in underneath those 2 cards. Let me show you that one more time because it's quite confusing. So we've turned them over, we shuffle them down, keeping these 2 cards on top, push them forward, size like so, and then just lift this packet up in there, and immediately pull out this packet again. And the situation we have now is this: all red cards, all black cards with one red card, all face down cards with two red cards. And you want to flip over this packet as you pull it out. So you pull it out and flip it over, and say you're going to do it one more time. And again, do a very tight, close shuffle. And this one is a genuine riffle shuffle, but you want to make sure you keep these two cards on top. Like so. Now I'll try and teach you this one more time with the black pile. So again, you're going to riffle the cards to yourself, saying to the spectator you're going to deal it into two separate piles. You're going to split it in half. Now from their angle, they can't see you do this. So you want to dribble the cards down until you get to the first black card. There. Deal two more black cards. 1, 2. And you're going to pull this packet out and flip this one over. And say you're going to shuffle face up into face down. So we go ahead, square them up again, and turn them over one more time. And you're ready to do this fake shuffle. So again, dribble them down towards yourself so they can't see. And keep these two top cards on the top. Push them forward, turn them horizontal, and lift these up underneath those two cards. And pull out this packet and turn it over. It can be quite difficult to do, but with a bit of practice you'll get the hand and you'll get to this situation. Now you want to keep stating that these are face up into face down, and you want to do this second shuffle quite quickly, so do it again. Keeping the two cards in this packet on top. And there we have it. The rest of the trick is pretty self-explanatory. If you do want to track back and watch any of those difficult bits again, highly recommend you do. I forgot to mention this is a very advanced trick, so it's quite difficult to perform. Next up, we take the red packet and we perform a double lift. We take these two cards that are on top. Say we've got the 8 of hearts, you can do any double lift you want. The deck will sometimes create a natural break under these top two cards as the rest of the deck is face down. So I just like to grab it from this corner and turn it over, and usually it'll work very well, but if not, I like to get a wee feel with my thumb to where this could be. So I grab that, and you can just take it, turn it over, set the 8 of hearts down, although you're actually setting the card that was above it down, and say that you've dealt the 8 of hearts to the bottom. You want to do the same with the black deck. You say you're going to take the king of clubs or whatever it is, turn it over, although you just turned over 2, and say you're going to deal the king of clubs to the bottom. And the trick is now done. You can do any kind of story you want. The story I like to go with is the same story that Assad from 52 Cards uses, and that is the time travel aspect, where you snap your fingers and the king of clubs jumps back to the top. Snap your fingers again and the 8 of hearts jumps back to the top, and you can snap your fingers again to show that all the cards are now face down, and in fact all these ones are also face down, and you snap your fingers 3 times, going all the way back to the start of the trick, when the deck is now back. And there we have it. That is the trick essentially done. It is a very, very difficult trick, so it was a very special video for me making this. If you have any questions about the trick, let me know in the comments, and I will try my hardest to reply to your comment and tell you how that step is done, maybe provide more clarity or just aid you when learning this trick. In addition, if you guys would like to learn any of the moves in this trick, be sure to check out my tips and tricks video, in which I teach some of the moves that were performed in this trick. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Slightly different video tonight, but don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to that 5k subscriber mark. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.